Good morning and welcome to Mold Breaker Empowerment Forum. I am your Mold Breaker doc, Audrey Mellayne, and I am delighted to be in your presence once more as we launch the year 2023. It is my intent to provide you with an array of practical information that will help you to improve your overall state of well-being in 2023. I will be presenting to you today the topic Live Free in 2023. As we proceed through the year, we will be looking at ridding ourselves of the bondage mindset, getting rid of the blame game, going after what we desire, pursuing wellness, recognizing that your past is not your destiny, and that passion is not all bad. We will also look at leveraging your full potential and knowing how to meet and fulfill expectations. It will require a level of control in your personal control as well as the control of external forces. Of course, our goal in life is to always live freely. And so we will begin to look right now at what it means to live freely. Well, first and foremost, it is important for us to know ourselves. How else can we be free if we are not versed with who we are, from whence we came, where we are headed, what our desires, our goals, and our aspirations are? We must also recognize and embrace our capabilities. The only way that we can be free is to be able to execute our God-given gifts, talents, the knowledge that we've acquired on our journey through life, and then to put them to use in ways that are fulfilling for us while contributing to the general state of the environments in which we find ourselves, be it in our homes, on our workplace, in our social environments, or simply alone with ourselves in reflection. Our capabilities are what we rely on. They are the fuel that keep our personal engines running. It is these little things, our skills, our mindset, our attitudes, and our ability to communicate effectively those things that we desire, those that make us uncomfortable, and those that we prefer to exclude from our lives on a daily basis. We must also be prepared to pursue our personal interests. Oftentimes, our freedom seems to be challenged by those around us because we want to pursue one area of life, be it a career, be it a social interest, and then there are others who want us to pursue something different. We must be able to overcome the pressures that are constantly buzzing in our environment. Persons wanting us to do something for them when we want to do something for ourselves, or our children wanting us to forego one particular family responsibility in order to satisfy another. So we must know what it is that we are interested in. We must also be able to prioritize those things that keep our lives in order. There are essentials and there are essentials, and we must be able to know which competing essential is a priority. These all require that we take time to know ourselves, time to know what is important, and be able to discipline ourselves so that we are not distracted. We will be doing that which is best for ourselves and others. And then, of course, some people are feeling bound because they do not know where to begin. There are so many things that are pulling them in different directions. And so, what we must do after establishing what the priorities are, then we must be able to know what it is that I can do at this time. Do I need to get help, or can I handle this? Why am I asking you to prioritize? Why am I asking you to be disciplined, to not allow yourself to be distracted? We know of two common words. One is pressure, the other is stress. Do you want to enter 2023 in a state of stressfulness? I imagine that the Christmas season was stressful enough, and it's time for us to shift our paradigm. It's time for us to begin to think more logically, more effectively, so that the pressure and the stress levels can be reduced. We know that pressure can cause us to make decisions that we weren't necessarily prepared to make. And sometimes those decisions are detrimental, not only to ourselves, but even to those who pressured us. Because sometimes we take on the task or the coercion to do something that is out of our range of capability. So let's take the time to think and ask the individual that is pressuring you to just step back, take it easy, give me time to think. And that is your rights. You do not have to give in to the pressure that is exerted by anyone. You must begin small. You must be realistic. You must know what it is that you can and cannot do, and be prepared to do what you are capable of doing. And those things that you cannot do, you get help. It is also important, as you pursue a life of freedom, that you be confident in yourself. Have personal self-worth. Know that you are not in a competition with anyone other than yourself. And in competing with yourself, the only requirement is that each new day you be better than you were the day before. Does that sound exciting? Does that sound like something that you can do? I believe that you can do it, but you must be open to it. Open to new possibilities, open to new ideas, and open to hearing that still small voice that resides within, because nobody knows you better than you. And that still small voice is your personal compass. If your still small voice says no, then you obey it. If it says yes, then you need to have a conversation with yourself and determine what it is that you are capable of doing, and take it in strides, one step at a time. Discern your direction. Your inner being, your still small voice, is your compass, and if you sit still long enough, it will tell you where and when to go, how and when to move. But what is it that hinders us from hearing that still small voice or even obeying it? It is busyness. We must slow down. We must spend time alone, because it is only in those still quiet moments, 10, 15, 20 minutes max each day. It is in those moments that we get our breakthrough. You know that word? Many people talk about getting the breakthrough. The inspiration that comes from within you comes from a place of quietness. Practice alone time, quiet time daily. When you exit from that quiet time, you will feel refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on any challenge that you encounter. Okay? And then, as you go from day to day, celebrate the small moments in your life. I said the small moments, not the big accomplishments. When you get to the big accomplishment, because every journey begins with a first step. So when you would have successfully made that first step, pat yourself on the shoulder and say, well done. Step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. You can say, I did it. Yay! Celebrate your small accomplishments. Be your own encouraging cheerleader. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your inner being. If you go against the inspiration that comes to you, it will not end well for you. I think that all that I have shared with you thus far will definitely enable you to live a life of freedom in 2023. We all desire freedom. Freedom is the ability to move, to stand still, to soar, to think without external coercion, distractions, and simply enjoy the life that God has gifted you with. And so, as we wrap up this session this morning, I encourage you to take time to be you. You are in competition only with you. So love yourself each day.